Hey everyone, it's Yayuna, and today I'm bringing to you a getting to know me vlog. So 25 questions that, are normal, I guess, and not so normal, not that everybody always asks. So let's go. So I'm here downtown and I'm sitting on a bench, and I figured, okay, I'll do the question and answers. What's the first career you ever dreamed of having as a kid? Honestly, I wanted to sing, and I wanted to work for the United Nations as a translator. The next question is, have you ever had Indian food? Yes, I have, and I do enjoy it. It's very yummy. What was the last text I sent? The last text I sent was to my husband Gary, and it was a silly meme. Right? Goofy. What is one of my favorite memories? I have a lot of them. Honestly, sorry. That way y'all can see my eyes, because I feel like I'm hiding behind the sunglasses. There's no sun right now. One of my favorite memories, it's just whenever I'm traveling, spending time with family or friends. So let's see, a favorite memory. I don't know, our first year married, our first Christmas, we were so broke. And I still managed to get gifts for people and got creative, making meals, making cookies. I even remember for one of my cousins, I bought him a shaver and I put it in this container, and it was a reusable kind with the different razor heads, and and he thought I bought it that way, and I put it together for him, and I didn't even realize, but he had wanted one and he needed one, so that's one of my favorite memories, and the first year I had my own apartment. I had Thanksgiving at my place, and it was a little one-bedroom apartment, and I had a total of 20 people come to my apartment and have Thanksgiving with me. It was really awesome. So that's one of my favorite memories for sure. What's one thing about me that surprises people? I think it's my sense of humor, because I seem so low-key and just relaxed and everything, but I really do have a weird sense of humor. I really do enjoy people with biting sense of humor. I enjoy sarcasm. I don't know. I think that surprises people, and the fact that I do own up to stuff. I'm not perfect, and I'm very willing to admit when I'm wrong or I've made a mistake, or even when I've given my all and I just can't do anymore. I'm not afraid to say I can't do anymore. So I don't know, I think that kind of surprises people. Who or what was your biggest teacher? Alright guys, I had to stop for a second. People were walking by, and people don't usually appreciate being videoed without their permission, so I had to stop. But who or what was my biggest teacher? Actually, my friend Vivian and her husband Tony, they taught me about God, about Jesus, about loving others, and really being sold out to God. They opened up their home to me. I was on the verge of being homeless at one point, and they took me in and they shared the gospel with me, and they were my biggest teachers. What was something you've done that made you feel extreme happiness? Marry Gary. Yeah. How old were you when you learned how to ride a bike? I was 6 years old. Oh my gosh, and I was so scared. And in order to get me to learn to ride the bike, my mom and my stepdad had to give me scented stickers, and they put it on the bicycle every time I rode it. And then you couldn't get me off the bicycle once I learned. Knowing what you know now, what advice would you give to your 18-year-old self? Go to school. That's what the advice I would give myself. That, and you actually do like exercising, so do it. Just join a league, join a volleyball team, go to the gym, exercise, walk, go swimming, whatever. But just do it because you actually do enjoy it. You're just lazy. Don't be so lazy. So yeah, that's what I would tell myself. Well, it's the wording. What do you give a damn about? And I don't really, what do I really, what do I care? I care about people. I care about my family. I care about my friends. I do care about sharing about God. If you ever want to know, or if you want me to point you in a good direction on how to study or where to, more than glad to do that. That's something I really care about. My faith, yeah. What is a dream you have that you have yet to achieve? A dream. Other than traveling to different places, pretty much anything I've wanted to do, even if I've been afraid, I've managed to at least try to do it, Have I always succeeded? No. But have I tried to do it? Yeah. And, I really can't think of anything right now. Any dreams that I've yet to achieve. I'd like for this channel to blow up and go viral and, but who doesn't, right? So, but I'm really not sure. I don't, other than travel, I don't really have any others, I think, What is something you say you'll do but never will? Honestly, skydiving. I would love to skydive, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. I probably will not do it. My tummy turns. I used to not be afraid of heights. Now I'm starting to be a little more afraid of heights. It's crazy. Yeah. So, yeah, I probably won't skydive. I would love to, but I'm just being honest. What's my favorite candle scent? It was like this fizzy cranberry scent. It was like a New Year's scent. I like that one. That was my favorite. Or lilac. It's not my favorite color, but just a relaxing. Yeah. Yeah. And orange. Let's see. Has anything ever happened to you that you could not and cannot explain? I don't know, my whole life has been like that. I've been very blessed. I've been in 2 major car wrecks. Both times hit on my driver's side while driving. The first time I was hit by a tow truck on my driver's side while I was driving. The window exploded sideways on my face and I did not get no cuts. I walked away from that accident. It was kind of an icy, snowy day up in Michigan. My car was completely totaled. People thought I was dead. It was crushed in. And I crawled out of there. I ended up with a little scratch on my right knee because the glass had exploded and there was a little bit of glass in my hair, and it had landed in the passenger side, and I got a tiny little scratch. And then the second, so that was up in Michigan, and then the second accident happened about 9 years ago, and again, and neither one was really my fault. The first one, I wasn't trapped, but the second one, I was already established in the lane. A police officer saw me established in the lane, and I was heading, driving east, and a car came out of a parking lot and sped across 2 lanes coming the opposite way and going past the middle lane. Didn't pull into the middle lane and then try to scoot in. She smacked into me, at least at, you know, whack. Yeah. So yeah, those 2 times I'm really grateful, because I walked away from that one too. I just thank God. I thank God. So that's the you know, that's 2 of them that I cannot explain. I mean, all I can say is God was with me. I had an angel protecting me. I'm really grateful. Do you ever find there are things about you that people misunderstand, and what are they? It throws people off that I say what I mean. You know, they get confused, and I'm like, they're like, do you mean this? And I said, no, I mean exactly da 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 da. So I think that kind of throws people off, that I say exactly what I mean. Alright guys, I had to stop because another young lady was walking by and I didn't want to record her, especially she was on the phone having a personal conversation. So, okay, back to the questions. Do you usually remember your dreams in the morning? No, I don't. And if I do, it's because they're really, really weird. But yeah, so no, I don't. For what are you most grateful today? For my life, for salvation, for, yeah, and just, I've had so many wonderful experiences, so many wonderful people in my life that have given me chances. I was a mess when I was younger. I went through a really selfish phase. I'm just very grateful for the love that's been extended to me and the kindness, yeah. So, just salvation, for mercy, for grace, for the wonderful people put into my life that have been so patient. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If I could have one do-over in my life, what would I do differently? I think I mentioned it before. I would exercise. I would just develop the habit of exercising, because now it is so hard. I'm not lying. I've gotten so lazy, and I really do like exercising. Once I get up and once I get going and once I get doing stuff, once I get into the habit of exercising, oh my gosh, it's an awesome feeling. I never thought I would like it. I still don't like sweating though. I hate sweating. Oh my gosh, I hate the smell of sweat. I'm really weird. It just it's not appealing, you know. People say, oh, look at that sweaty man. Oh, well, no, that's no, just no. So what is one food that you used to hate but now you love? Salsa. Anything made out of tomato or looked red. And that's because as a little girl, so you guys know I'm part Mexican, and my mom loved salsa. She could eat jalapenos, she could eat anything spicy, and she loved it. And when I was a little girl, I could not handle spicy food. I can handle it a lot better now than I did back then. But I remember my little sister was born, and she was 5 years younger than me. And as a baby, she could eat spicy food, and I couldn't. And my mom would be like, "You're not my daughter." But yeah, so that's one thing I can eat now that I like that I used to not like. I know, weird, right? Alrighty guys, how many pairs of shoes do you currently own? Not including flip-flops. 22. Moving along. What is one food? Okay, no, I already read that one. What movie could you watch over and over again and still love? That's quite a few of them. I mean, you know, for my, okay, remember I'm an 80s kid, so there's a lot of 80s movies that I could just watch over and over again and never get sick of. You know, yes, Back to the Future, Goonies. I don't care. I don't care that I'm old. Still love them. Still watch them. But also, Auntie Mame, Rosalind Russell. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that one. 7 Brides for 7 Brothers. That one. But yeah, besides a lot of 80s movies, yeah, those two for sure. Oh, and Gone with the Wind. I do love Gone with the Wind. I could keep watching that over and over again. I know but it is a good movie. What is your most embarrassing moment? Man, I have so many of them. You guys just don't know. I'm such a doofus. One date I went on, and this is before I met Gary. This guy, okay, so this guy asked me out, and I'm like, cool, because I really liked him. Thought he was really nice, and just, yeah. He was like, let's go bowling, and I was like, I had dressed up. I was in a mini skirt, leather mini skirt. Think mid-90s, okay? Just remember, mid-90s. And he was like, let's go bowling. I was like, bowling? Okay. I didn't know how to bowl. As you guys, I don't know. Oh, I haven't shared that yet. I don't know if I shared the video of me bowling. You guys will see my score. And that was against my nieces who had never bowled before. So we were in the bowling alley. I've got them bowling shoes on. And I went up to throw the ball, swung my arm, swung it backwards so I could swing forward. The ball flew out of my hand backwards and smacked the ground. And everyone at the bowling alley just stopped and stared at me. And the guy I was with was cracking up. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, obviously we didn't go out again. It wasn't Gary. And what is my favorite ice cream flavor? My favorite, well, Gary says Spumoni, which that is one of my favorites. But my absolute favorite is kind of like a push pop. It's the orange sherbet and the vanilla ice cream mix. That's my favorite. And I think I missed one question. What did you have to give up to achieve your current level of success? I haven't had to give up anything, thankfully. You know, my priorities are my priorities, and everything else is negotiable. That couple just walked by and they were wondering if I was recording them. Nope. So that's it. That is the Get to Know Me 25 questions. You know, if there's anything you guys else wanted to know, let me know and I'll try to answer your questions. But these were questions that usually aren't asked. So I was trying to give you guys a little bit of insight into me. So I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and you know, share with me about yourselves. You know, are there any questions that stood out to you that you want to share info with me? I'd love to know. Alright guys, well, I love you. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Today, thankfully, we got to just sit and chill and chat, so you didn't have to wear too much, you know, you could just wear your street shoes. You didn't have to wear any hiking boots or tennis shoes, you know, yeah. Alright guys, love you. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.